Hotel, Barigani.
What's up?
Is the mic and everybody here? Is the mic pretty nice? A little bit too loud? Or just right? Okay, let me just adjust this a little bit. So how y'all feeling today? Y'all alright? Okay. We had to get our technological items together so we can begin our presentation. And the one thing that I wanted to do before we begin for this actual event is to pay homage to our ancestors. So we're just going to take a brief moment of silence, and as you do that, try to think of some of our ancestors, our past ancestors who have endured during the struggle for us, and then we're going to begin our libations. Now, just to give a brief introduction about libation is basically we have a plant with soil, and we have a particular water or some form of liquid that we pour into the actual plant. And as each name that we call, we give our libations. Now you can either say Ashe or you can say libations. And either way, it's up to your predilection. Now just let's begin, and then the second portion we're going to do a more personal. We're going to do some of our families and our backgrounds, okay? So let's just have a moment of silence. All right. We'll begin with Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Ashe.
Ashe. Malcolm X.
Ashe.
Khalil Muhammad.
Ashe.
Emperor Haile Selassie I.
Haile Selassie. Ashe.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Ashe.
Charles C. McIntyre.
Ashe.
Dr. John Henry Clark.
Ashe.
Bob Marley.
Ashe.
Walter Rodney.
Ashe.
Amos Wilson.
Ashe.
John Henry Franklin.
Ashe.
Stephen Biko.
Ashe.
Kwame Ture.
Ashe.
Martin Delaney. Ashe.
Ashe.
Sojourner Truth.
Ashe.
W.E. Du Bois.
Ashe.
Booker T. Washington.
Ashe.
Carter G. Woodson.
Ashe.
George W. Carver.
Ashe.
Noble Jewel Ali.
Ashe.
Queen Nzinga.
Ashe.
Madam C.J. Walker.
Ashe.
Duke Ellington.
Ashe.
Now, if anyone would like to give out some names as well, we begin with that.
Willie Mae Tillman.
Ashe.
Annie Mae Taylor.
Ashe.
Dorothy Tillman.
Ashe.
Jeanette Davis.
Ashe.
Michael Taylor.
Ashe. Milton Taylor. Ashe. Bernard Taylor.
Ashe.
George and John Jackson.
Ashe.
Bessie Mitchell.
Ashe.
Sada Shakur.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Okay. And for all our ancestors, known and unknown, Ashe.
Ashe.
Alright. Now the order, our first speaker will be Brother Akibi, and he will give us a brief introduction about who and what Read or Die actually is. So if we will, could we have a small round of applause for Brother Akibi? How's everyone doing?
Read or die. I'm going to talk about the mission statement, and then I'm going to go over a few articles of modern day occurrences that's going on today that I think we need to go through because it's very serious. Well, Read or Die is a non-profit organization founded around ideologies that uplift and lead the youth towards the future enhancement of mankind. Our basic mission and purpose is holistic existence. About us, we call ourselves Read or Die to simplify the allegories between the actual concept of reading and dying. The meaning of the parable here is that we exist to help our people or any group of people that appear to be on a path of self-destruction. This organization promotes the elevation from vices that enslave society through overindulgences, such as money, drugs, sex, materialism, and music. If people don't read, they are dying or may be dead already. Read this reality or die. Absolute reality is not affected by human perception. According to the etymology of the term, truth is based off of subjective belief and not objective reality. It is that simple. We are here to help people advance beyond economic, social, mental, and or physical death. We plan to illuminate awareness in the minds of the youth about their cultural and societal relevance in Chicago and its surrounding region. We strive and promote proper educational habits and teach the appreciation of self-worth amongst the youth. These goals will be beneficial to all members of our organization and their surrounding communities through the processes of participation. In order to achieve these objectives, we have established mentoring programs that sponsor continuous mobilization in the community. We must be conditioned to eliminate phrases that dehumanizes women and restore the image of virtuous women. These teachings will formulate enhancements today for a procreative tomorrow. And that's just that sums up what we believe and what we stand on. Now, I'm gonna go through this real briefly because I know we behind schedule and things didn't go as planned. So go over a few articles. First, I'm gonna talk about Obama briefly. This is an article off Alex Jones' website. It's called "The Impotent President." He basically gave the federal government more power. He expanded the federal budget in the wars in Afghanistan and Pakistan and stuff like that. That's what the first article talking about. Second article is talking about Obama, hope you can cling to. It says, I'm gonna say this real briefly, the American people through conditioning, habit, and sloth are consumers. We consume a variety of products to fulfill needs, both real and primarily perceived. Marketers have discovered that through advertising, we can be trained to decide what product to consume based on emotion rather than function. This includes political products, which are generally sold to us under the product category of politician. Please watch the series, The Century of Self, which details how techniques of psychological manipulation have been used to sell us all manner of products, including a politician. Basically, talking about how Obama is nothing more than a product, because they own him, the Trilateral Commission. I left my article, I was going to talk about that, about how he's controlled by those guys. Also, it's another article talking about Obama's 100 days. The madman did well. In his first 100 days, Obama has excused torture, opposed habeas corpses, and demanded more secret government. He has kept Bush-Gillard intact, at least 17,000 prisoners beyond the reach of justice. This is Obama, we voted for. Also, his Secretary of Treasury, Geithner, was caught publicly saying that he supported he was open to global currency. Basically globalize the central banks and force everybody to be enslaved to the international bankers. This is the Secretary of Treasury, who was also the former president of the New York Federal Reserve. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. Also, Geithner, here again, this other article, he was caught at a Bilderberg meeting. Violation of the Logan Act, meaning that it's against the law for U.S.